Chapter 6. The Second Advent. Jesus clearly foretold of his return, yet he added that no one knew of the day and hour of his return, not the angels, not even himself. Hence it has been commonly thought unwise to speculate about the date, place, and manner of the Second Advent. Nevertheless, we can deduce from the words of Jesus, "But of that day and hour no one knows, but the Father only," and the verse, "Surely the Lord God does nothing without revealing his secret to his servants the prophets," that God, who knows the day and hour, will surely reveal all secrets about the Second Advent to his prophets before he carries out his work. Although Jesus said that the Lord will come like a thief, it is also written that for those in the light, the Lord will not come covertly like a thief. When we reflect upon the events at Jesus' first coming, we realize that he came like a thief to the priests and scribes who were in darkness, but to the family of John the Baptist, which was in the light, God plainly revealed Jesus' birth beforehand. When Jesus was born, God divulged the secret to the 3 wise men, Simeon, Anna, and the shepherds. Jesus said, "But take heed to yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness and cares of this life, and that day come upon you suddenly like a snare, for it will come upon all who dwell upon the face of the whole earth. But watch at all times, praying that you may have strength to escape these things that will take place, and to stand before the Son of Man." Thus, Jesus strongly suggested that the secret of the time, place, and manner of his return will be revealed to the faithful people who are vigilant, that they may prepare for the day of the Second Advent. In the providence of restoration, God always revealed to his prophets what he would do before he carried it out. The flood judgment in Noah's day, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the birth of Jesus are only a few examples. Accordingly, regarding the Second Advent of the Lord, God will certainly give prophecies to those faithful believers who are in the light and have ears to hear and eyes to see. As it is written, "And in the last days it shall be," God declares, "that I will pour out my Spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams." Section 1. When will Christ return? We call the time of Christ's Second Advent the last days. As it was already explained, we are living in the last days today. We can thus understand that today is truly the time of Christ's return. From the standpoint of providential history, Jesus came at the conclusion of the 2,000-year-long Old Testament age, the age of the providence of restoration. The principle of restoration through indemnity leads us to infer that Christ is to return at the end of the 2,000-year-long New Testament age, the age of the prolongation of the providence of restoration, which has been restoring the previous age through substantial parallel conditions of indemnity. As was discussed in detail with reference to the First World War, soon after the defeat of Germany and the Kaiser, the antitype of Adam on Satan's side, Stalin, the antitype of Christ at the Second Advent on Satan's side, rose to power and built up the communist world. This meant that the time was drawing nigh when Christ would return and restore through indemnity the ideal world characterized by interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universally shared values. We can thus conclude that the period of the Second Advent began soon after the end of the First World War.